like? Look at this bullshit. I'll go back between this and the spreadsheet and software and a Word doc. There is no perfect solution.
It never seems to matter because it always changes every day.
Yes, we're hot. We like being hot, Wolf Alone. Hold on, Hallgrass, till we get the masters in here. That's a good one. I'll be writing down questions.
Who are you talking to?
All right, I'll be back. I gotta put the shirt on.
Back in 2001, when we first began working with Gary Gygax, he pitched this wonderful series of books to us. He called them the Gygaxian Fantasy Worlds, and what he envisioned was this encyclopedic set of books for role players, writers, game designers, the whole lot of us, that we could use in making our games, creating our adventures, writing stuff for publishable content, whatever it may be. And there was really no end to what he envisioned this series to be. We eventually published The Canting Crew, The World Builder, Living Fantasy, 7 volumes in total. We had another 3 that were ready to go to print, another 3 or 4 after that we were working on. So the series was really open-ended. We are bringing these back. That's what this Kickstarter is. We've got 7 books online ready to be printed. We've got another 3 right after that we want to get it minimally out as we were working on them at the time. Those will be out definitely in PDF, depending on how well the Kickstarter does, and maybe even more than that once we kind of push beyond the necessary stretch goals and all that mess. But welcome to the what we're calling the Gary Gygax World Building Archives, and please give us your support. Share it around if you can. Pledge if you can. Whatever you need to do, whatever you can do for us and the memory of Gary Gygax, we very much appreciate it.
Trolloid Games. Join the fray.
Back in 2001, when we first began working with Gary Gygax, he pitched this wonderful series of books to us. He called them the Gygaxian Fantasy Worlds. And what he envisioned was this encyclopedic set of books for role players, writers, game designers, the whole lot of us.
We have arrived. Join the fray.
March 12th, writing stuff for publishable content.
No, you're not. That's a video of you.
And
Hold
there was
on.
really no end to
Damn
what.
it!
Now you're there.
I did all of that. Are we live now, Chuck?
Yeah.
I had this epic intro. It was absolutely fantastic. It was like something out of a Shakespearean play delivered by Marlon Brando, and Chuck hadn't turned the video on. So
Marlon Brando.
it's the only person I can think of. Who's the other guy who did great Shakespeare? Married to Elizabeth Taylor.
Thomas the Train.
Not Thomas the Train, but the guy married to Elizabeth Taylor.
Richard
Richard Burton. Ian McClellan. There you go.
Bert and Ernie.
Bert and Ernie.
Bert and Ernie.
Dude, if you're ever bored, go look up the vulgar Bert and Ernie. And I don't mean it's not pornographic stuff. It's just those two smoking cocaine. Or it's so funny. Anyways, how are you all doing today? It is March 12th, 2024. This is whatever this is. This is Ask Me Anything.
I'm gonna give the internet this. What the internet has done is comedy freaking gold.
Yes.
Because there are so many people out there that are so absolutely hilarious and have all these funny takes on everything. That for me, the vast majority of the value in the internet is watching people do funny stuff or making funny comments and stuff like that.
I agree. All right, Chuck, you had some announcements or something? I saw you hold your hands up in a.
We're gonna do a raffle today.
Yeah, we're doing a raffle today. We're going to do just some digital coupons, right, for you guys that are coming hanging out with us. If you guys are over in Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, wherever, right there is the link. If you would, please. Well, that's really interesting.
What?
I posted the link in here. Oh, no, it worked. Never mind. I misread that. So there's the link. You can come over and join us. Follow Raffle, X-Play Sport Raffle. And then you can go back to YouTube or wherever if you like. But I like to offer that to folks that are watching from elsewhere. We're going to be talking about the Kickstarter and taking your questions today. So if you have any questions, just put them in chat. I will put them on the queue over here, and then we'll get to them.
Those just joining us, I'm Steven. This is Davis, and that's Chuck there.
Yeah.
Chatting away. So we had a couple of comments. I want to jump on pretty quick. Let's see. When I think of Shakespeare, I think of Marlon Brando and Stephen Chenault in that order. I think that's
that's
Who's
special.
the other guy? Kenneth Branagh.
There you go. He did good. Yeah. So then Varsuk asks from in the foro, whatever. Are there any videos or audio recordings of Gary running a game? So I'm like 90% certain on YouTube you can find a very, very, very short clip of Gary Gygax running a game. I know I have seen one. It's just his face. You don't really see him running the game. And then Davis filmed Gary not running a game, but at one of the Lake Geneva gaming conventions. Davis did kind of a video thing, and in it is Gary welcoming everyone to his front porch, which we did in those days. So there's that audio of him, and I've got that video. We're going to roll it down here in the Kickstarter here in the next few days. Probably, I don't know when Gary Con's coming, so I'm not sure when we're going to do it, but very, very soon. So you will be able to at least see Gary chit-chatting, but not actually running a game. I don't believe we've got.
Yeah, I think that was filmed on one of those like 8mm camera things, that you held in your hand.
Oh yeah, maybe. I can't remember what you were doing, but it was a while ago. And I wanted to let everyone know, Alan from GMS is in the house. So GMS is the distributor that we have just worked out some wonderful deals with to help us ship our Kickstarter material overseas.
Yeah, Alan.
So how's it going, Alan?
Yeah, we've chatted on
so,
Facebook earlier today for just a minute.
I don't think I've put up an official thing though. I keep telling people overseas, like especially in England and Europe, to wait to purchase until we had it settled with GMS, so they didn't have to pay that astronomically high shipping fee from the US to the United States, because it's ridiculous. So I do have a question though for GMS. Does it cover Australia? Is that considered part of Commonwealth shipping?
Yes.
So that'll be nice getting, because I think shipping from here to Australia costs like, I think it was $752,000.
That's $72 to ship 2 books to Australia.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Which is insane.
It's no. Go ahead, Chuck. Do we have some questions?
We have one question popped up earlier that I don't want to get lost in spot. It's from Hallgrith, who asks, there are 2 $950 levels in Kickstarter. What is the difference between them? Well, I could have answered that, actually.
Well, you want to answer it, or do you want to go?
You go ahead. My mind is mush right now, I'll be honest with you.
Okay. When we launched the Kickstarter, one of the most important things you can do when you launch a Kickstarter is make sure your pledge levels are squared away. We, being very troll lordish, did not do that. So when we launched the Kickstarter, our pledge levels had a free shipping option, which wasn't really supposed to be in the Kickstarter. It wasn't built into it. We have done that before, but you kind of got to build it into it, knowing what's coming. So we quickly had to, when someone pointed that out to us, I think it was Lando actually, we had to shut that down, and we made duplicate pledges. So those first couple of guys who jumped in there were able to take advantage of it.
And the duplicate pledges, they didn't duplicate exactly like we thought it would. So like I noticed earlier when I was in there just a minute ago, Steve, one of them says copy of, because when you duplicate it, it says copy of. It's still in the title. I was like, well, screw it now,
Think we can fix that.
Hey, think of that though.
I done
That's
tried.
one of the early pledge advantages is you got free shipping if you're into the first 2 hours.
Oh my God. You don't have to say it out loud or anything. Oh my God.
Wolf alone says, so Lando cost us all free shipping.
Yes.
Yes, Lando. It's Lando's fault. You blame Lando the Magi. It's his fault. That's right. Absolutely. Oh, all right. Sparky's got one there, Steve.
Thanks, Lando, profusely.
Yeah. Thanks, Lando. And Lando, I'll get back with you. I just work. I will get a hold of you though. Probably as soon as Steve leaves town, I'll be able to hang around and not do anything. So
I'm
In the future, Lando has to pay triple shipping to cover. That's his punishment.
It's his what is it called when you have a it's not
I think
consequence.
Lando should get free shipping for say.
Yeah, free shipping for the rest of his life, right? Yeah. Oh, I had that just opposite.
So
Sparky,
Sparky,
I like that approach.
Sparky says, question, is it a safe bet that all books and unlocked stretch goals will make it to the store once fulfillment to backers has been completed? Everybody's worried that we'll lose the license and they won't be able to get them anymore and that kind of thing.
Okay, well, let me just say that yes, they will make it to the store. However, we are not the license holder, and we have we have experienced this before. I am confident going forward that things will be fine, but I can tell you. I'll tell you a little story. So
yeah, that's right.
When after Mr. Gygax had crossed the bar, Davis and I stayed in town for a few days. I think 2 days or something. I think we drove up. No, I can't remember what we did. I can't. Anyways, doesn't matter. And I remember having a meeting with the people involved with the properties. And when it was over, I walked out. Actually, no, I think it doesn't matter. I walked out, and first thing I said to Davis when I got into the truck was, "Ask not for whom the bell tolls, it tolls for thee."
I heard that specifically. Yeah.
Yeah, so we knew that it was very dicey after Mr. Gygax had crossed over. I don't have that feeling now. I do not. So I'm confident that we will see this stuff in stores.
What will not happen, I can almost personally guarantee, is a stock destruction.
Well, if there's a court order, we gotta do it.
Okay.
Gotta do it, man.
No. I'll move to China.
But whatever we do, we don't discuss it here publicly in a forum that's being recorded.
Okay.
All right. Next question.
Oh, man,
George Fields
Yes.
says, did you already get that one already? It says, are some books
No.
renamed? I didn't see Inza Day on the Kickstarter.
Yes. Yeah. I debated as to whether to put that up. I probably should. 2 books were renamed. And they.
I forgot
The World Builder was renamed to Essential Facts and Places. No, Essential Facts and Things. And the Insidiae book, we just dropped Insidiae. It was the Brainstormer's Guide to Adventure Writing. We dropped that, and now it's just the Guide to Adventure Writing.
If you need to see any more information about that, you can go to our website because I fully updated the whole webpage this morning with all the accurate information on there and the renamed titles and everything on there. It looks very sharp. I meant to tell Steve, I forgot. Anyways, more
There
shit
you
to
go.
do, you know. But you can go there and check it out on the Gygaxian page we have. Okay, moving right along. Let's see. Next question. This is a follow-up from Hallgroth. He says, "Do I need to change my pledge from the original 950 to the new 950?" No, you do not have to do that, buddy. No. As much as go ahead.
We assume that a number of people took that because they took the pledge that they did because they were offered free shipping, and we that's on us. You know, we're not going to take that away because
No,
that's on us. So.
no. But we will have all of our PDFs on
fine.
sale for $100 next week. So just hop in there and get you some.
Who's not in the chat today? Jeremy. We're blaming Jeremy. That was all.
Yeah, it was Jeremy's fault. He was in charge of it, wasn't he, Steve? Right? I think he was.
Yeah.
We asked him to edit it, go over it, make sure the shipping rates were in, and Jeremy was busy playing Azeroth or something.
Yeah. Jeremy's in the chat. What did I do?
Yeah, I just sent him a
Every bit
reply
of
to
it.
his smart ass comment too. But anyway,
Wait.
that's all right.
Wait. I've already forgotten. I don't know what's going on.
It
Right
doesn't
now.
bear repeating.
Jeremy, are you going to GaryCon? Is Jeremy
Yes,
to
he's
GaryCon?
going. He's staying with me. Yeah.
Wait.
He's staying with us. Me and you. He's
I was
going to
say,
be
where
on
am I
the.
staying?
He's staying on the.
You're on
well, he agreed to stay on a air mattress. So.
A blow up mattress. I mean, we're going.
Wait, what? What is happening here, Steve? You got room? I'll come into your room.
Johnny Ohama says, I'm in at 450. Just need to figure out how to tell the wife.
Yeah, Steve. Several people have asked about some sort of wife insurance. If we could provide that or something, some sort of spousal.
I do. I will apologize for the buy-in. It's pretty stout. You can get all the books for $250 to $7, and then I think the books and the PDF for $325. And I know it seems stout, but it's a lot of content. It's 1,400 pages of material. It's just a mountain of content, full color, lots of.
And you think about it, and now since we hit the first stretch reward, it's 8 books now,
That's right.
not 7. At
Right,
your
yeah.
450 level, you're getting 8 books.
Yeah, 450 is going to be the sweet spot for sure.
Yeah. And if it gets up even more, I mean, you're just getting 8, 9, 10, 20 books. I'll just send you my bookshelf.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see, Johnny Omaha. Wait, no. Lion Dove GM. Would y'all ever consider a ghostwriter? I know there's 4 of us here who do most of the writing here, but there are projects. If you're interested in doing a little writing, give us a shout at productsupport.com, productsupport@troller.com, and we can chit chat. The books won't show up until next year. I have 12 to 15 months to plan my explanation. There you go.
Hey,
That's a fair way of looking at it, right? That's right. And we've
what's
offered-
the spooky thing in physics? The ghost made me think of spooky in physics. I don't know why.
I do
Ghost
not know.
writing. What spooky things at a distance? What is it in physics?
Meth heads in my neighborhood? I don't know. Just throwing it out there.
I know there's a physicist out there somewhere.
I know, George. I'm
Marty's
sorry you had
dead.
to increase it. There's been a lot of people that struggled over the slipcase thing. I know.
Yeah, it's The 450 is going to be worth it. I'm relatively certain we're going to unlock a few more of these books. So you're going to end up with definitely 8 already, maybe 9, possibly 10 books for, with the PDFs, with the slipcase. It's gonna land well. As Sparky says, printing is expensive. These books are awesome, but the economy is sapping a lot of us. We're all victims of circumstance. It is
Quantum entanglement. That's it. Yes. Thanks.
What is it?
Quantum entanglement.
Ah, there you go. It is a very expensive economy right now. Everything seems to be in flux. Everyone I talk to, everything seems to be in this weird kind of other than state. I don't know. It's very strange. And I feel it too. I mean, it's very, I don't know. It's very, very odd.
Hey, I'm gonna plug. Now, this isn't better than a credit card, right? In fact, it's worse than a credit card, but it doesn't show up on your credit card.
Yeah, the shipping on the $10 will be something for sure, Johnny. But what are you gonna do?
That's fine.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Varsuk, that is definitely part of it. Everything's coming at once, and one of the and we did discuss breaking all of this stuff up into multiple platforms, but it just with any kind of uncertainty, we want to remove that, and we want to get this material out as promised to Mr. Gygax back in 2007 and 2008. Come Hell or High Water, which is a good movie if you have not seen it. Davis, you'll love it. Hell and High Water, great movie.
What is it? I don't know.
Yeah, Hell and High Water. It is about 2 brothers in Texas who go astray. It is fantastic. The actor who played that From Hell to High Water, the actor who played in the D&D movie, the Bard.
I don't know his name. But yeah,
he's one of the brothers.
Did you watch Covenant yet?
Oh wait! He was the bank robber.
Oh, dude, you're missing out.
They're both.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, I did see it. I saw it when it came out. Yes, no, it's a really good.
Vic Danger's got a good comment. He says it might be cheaper just to drive to Little Rock and pick up the books than to have them shipped.
They're going to be heavy. That's
yeah, Chris Pine. That's it. Thank you, City and Risk Scott. That's right. Couple more questions. This is from Phantom SG13. Since you don't have the license, will the Kickstarter be backed regardless, like a contract agreement between you and the estate?
Yes, absolutely. We have a license to do this material and Castle Zagig and a bunch of other properties.
Yeah, small.
Do the Kickstarter. That is a contract between us and you and us and them, and you're completely clear on that. But what I can't speak to is a year from now, say these books show up in the stores all over the place, and for whatever reason the license is pulled or sold or lost, and we have to destroy content and we can't sell it after that. That is, with any licensed property, that is a possibility.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, it's not our product.
It's not.
It's the estate. We're just publishing for the estate. So
there's another timer I didn't see,
and that's fine.
All right, Sparky's got another in-depth, revealing question for you. Does the court?
I love Sparky.
Does the court orders specify how something's supposed to be destroyed? Like he says, he can destroy books as wall insulation.
It probably wouldn't. Back in 2008, we were just told destroy the stock on hand. So I suppose that we could destroy it by stacking it at your farm.
John, you can update your pledge all the way to probably the end of the Kickstarter. I'm assuming. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about fulfillment level, but I would definitely do whatever you want to do by the end of the Kickstarter before it ends.
Yeah,
which will be.
You could definitely destroy it by sending it up here, and I guarantee you it'll be destroyed in no time at all.
Look behind him over there. That's what that is. He didn't put those books up so he could read them. That's the victims for next month. When does the Kickstarter end again? April
30th, 10th.
No,
10th.
Okay.
10.
Yeah.
Am I running events next week? I will not be running anything at Founders and Legends, but I am running a game with Davis. We're running actually at the same time, 2 different games at GaryCon for sure. And there's always the hope that we'll get some off-grid stuff going on, but probably not. It's become a working con for me, so I doubt it. But, it's what it is. It is what it is.
Yep, Chuck has entered the zone of working cons.
Are we doing any panels?
Oh yeah, 6.
6. There you go.
6 panels. One on Thursday.
Wait.
And I think we've got them spread out between 3 days. Yeah. You had a question?
Do you have like a what are our panel topics? Am I on any panels? Is the question.
Yes, you're actually you're in charge of one of them. I haven't talked to you about that yet. How to kill gnomes 300 different ways, but I haven't got with you on that yet. You know. Yeah, the panels will be good. We've got I can, you know what? Let me just grab the links real quick for you guys. You can go check shit out real quick here. Pop over here and grab them. Actually, I have them right here somewhere.
I wish I had time to sit down and write a book that I would enjoy writing, which is 1,001 Ways to Kill a Gnome. That would really actually be fun.
That would be amazing.
Because I'm sure that I could come up with 1,001 ways to kill a gnome.
Oh, wow.
That says Davis, how to organize a panel. There you go.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah, right.
that would be interesting to see. That's for sure.
How to organize a panel. Call Chuck. Chuck.
I really like this idea of doing a panel that's called like "Why Gnomes Are Dangerous," or
Why gnomes are dang? That would be some funny shit. Because then you're like, oh wait, maybe they are. What? I need to go to this panel.
What is that? What is that little fishing thing? That a frog gig where you pin the frog to the ground or something?
Yeah.
You need one of those for a gnome.
I don't know what the hell are you talking. What is that?
It's a gnome gig.
I think it's a stick that comes out to 2 points, and you just pin the frog down.
It's like a big fork.
Yeah, frog spear. Yeah, maybe frog spear. It's been so many
frog
years.
spear. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna put
I
a big
think-
wall of text in here for you guys. There's all the links right there. Check them out. Have at it. It's got all the different panels on there. Now for the panels, I didn't mean to interrupt you,
Yeah,
Steve. I'm
hold
sorry.
on. He knows what I'm talking about. A frog gig. Yes.
Oh, frog gig. I know what a frog gig is. Okay. All right. I'm with you now.
Oh,
So we've
sure.
got-
Now everybody. Now that a wolf alone says it, you're like, oh yeah, of course.
So here's what we got going on. Thursday, 9 o'clock morning. I'm running White Plume Mountain, I think, unless I change it, but it probably will stay there. And Davis is running Warren and Metagot, even though it says the Magical Bells on here. Then we've got the tournament that afternoon. I don't know if I have a slot in that yet.
I don't know. The Madrigal Bells, look,
If you got too many
when I first, it's 3 hours, a 3-hour slot.
Oh, it is. Yeah, that's right. You cried. I mean, yeah, I changed that for you. That's right. I
Yeah, I know
remember.
you cry.
You'll notice mine is 4 hours with 8 players because I'm a badass. But anyway,
You're just lucky to get me in there.
I
The,
know. Yeah, you're right. But
Holy
anyway,
Christmas, Willie the Rat. Hello, trolls. Just checking in from poolside in sunny San Pancho.
again,
Mexico.
Welly, with the Mexico thing every year with you. Every year. I know, right?
I could use. We got a little bit of sunlight today that was nice and warm. I went out and basked in it for a few minutes. Of course, now I'm going to cold Wisconsin in 2 days. So,
Oh, yeah.
so
And it's going to be cold too, unfortunately. It looked like the weather's
it though?
changing. Yeah, but there's. I don't think it's going to be amount to anything, but there is a chance of snow Saturday and Sunday. So of next year.
101
Not
uses
this
for
weekend,
52
but-
different types of clubs. Yes.
So we've got that. We got the tournament, and then we've got GM Tricks to Trade on Thursday. Friday is Bridging the Gaps in TTRPGs over the years. 25 years of publishing. Another tournament. Castle Crusades Mode House with Stephen Chenal that night. And then Saturday, we've got 2 panels. What's coming up for TLG in the morning, and Gygaxian Treasure Trove in the afternoon. So there you go.
there you go. Good Lord, a wolf alone's getting 9 to 18 inches of snow. Man, where are you in the
Where in
what?
the world? You've got to be somewhere I don't want to be. That's for sure.
Are you in Siberia or something? What the heck?
I don't know. Question from MJ Cook. I know you mentioned
Fire.
once that Gary didn't really like writing adventures. I heard other game designers say that they hate writing adventures. I'm not a writer, but that surprised me. Why do you think adventures writing is not enjoyable? That's interesting.
No, 'cause I don't mind writing, but certainly it's not. It's not something that I, if I want to start writing, starting on an adventure. I don't know, Davis. Why would you kind of like writing adventures? You crank them out pretty fast.
Why do I like writing adventures? I'm
Well,
sorry.
the question is, why do people like Gary Gygax not like writing adventures?
Yeah.
I would guess that because adventures are like set piece, they're like set piece constrained environments. So there's a pressure to create for adventure writing, there's a pressure to create events, right? That you really don't have any control over at the end of the day, because of the way the
So-
players react. But it's to funnel, because all adventures, regardless of how they're written, nearly all adventures are railroady, meaning that they have to reach a point.
Okay, so
Constraint. I think there's a
So it's a
constraint.
constraint on the writer in the funneling process because they got to go through this, and that's why you don't mind writing adventures because you don't care about any of that crap, and your adventures are all over the place.
Yes, because I don't
Okay,
pay any
it's
attention
true.
to that.
That is
Yeah,
true.
which is awesome, and I say that like I'm joking, but I'm running Davis's Bergman Outlandish right now, and it is awesome because there's they don't know
Really.
what's going on because the NPCs are they're all over the place. It's awesome. And Wilson, my son, who
That's
knows
cool.
Davis well, he actually said the other day while we were playing, he goes, "Man, you can tell this is Davis's unscripted mind." It was awesome. Which is obviously one of the things about adventures, I think, and this is probably, I don't want to put words in Gary's mouth, but this is probably why he didn't want to do it. It's like Davis said, it's kind of you got to make all of these parameters that help or hinder whatever, and you're just constricted all the way through to make it a playable,
Right.
balanced and all of that stuff. But if you throw that stuff out the door, which I think is perfectly acceptable,
Yeah.
I love it actually because as a CK GM, when I'm running a game, I use adventures all the time, but never. I think
No.
I've ever run an adventure like it was written. Never.
No, I don't think I have either.
No.
In fact, the guys are pissed off because they got a copy of this, and we finished A5 the other day, and they're mad because they said you changed the whole fucking book. I was like, yeah, I did.
A little bit.
Yeah, I did. So, but and that's the thing, though. I think if you approach it as with like rather than a constrained environment, story to tell, or whatever, you open it up.
So, a perfect example. So you go out in the woods and cut trees frequently, right?
Yeah, my tree cutting time.
Yeah. Do you only do that when you know that the environment that's going to be equal to what you have with you? No. You go out there with a chainsaw and there could be a bear out there. You don't know. You're not quite equipped to fight a bear, but it's there. Your adventures are like life. You don't know when you head out into the woods, you don't know what you're going to encounter. And that's okay. Maybe you have to run. Maybe you take your chainsaw at the bear and have at it. I don't know.
Yeah. That's
And
Lion,
maybe you drop a tree the exact opposite direction that you intended to drop it, and through the chainsaw side.
Lion Dove GM has the right reply. That's what I told him. I said, "Pray I do not alter it further." That's exactly what I told him about Star Wars.
There you go.
Okay, Johnny Omaha from YouTube asks, "How is Endless Worlds relaunch going?" It's doing fantastic. Still need to get people to sign up and be members, but we'll get to that after GaryCon. I'm gonna be a pain in everybody's ass after that.
Wait,
Yeah, I
what's
want to
Endless
pitch a
Worlds?
little bit. I want to pitch a little bit here. Chuck's got over 100 events at GaryCon, which is beyond fantastic. He's done a fantastic job on that.
Pretty good.
And I know he has pushed everybody who is going to Gen Con to do the same. Good events to him so we can get as many things going at Gen Con. We will be at Gen Con this year for the first time since 20 whatever.
What are the dates of Gen Con?
August. It's going to be July 31st to August 4th. Hey, like
Okay,
that
I
for a
will
memory.
not,
Holy shit!
categorically will not be at Gen Con.
You will not?
I cannot go.
All right,
Okay.
Categorically cannot go. That's off the table.
Oh, that's right. You got to do jail time. I forgot about that. I remember.
You got that mandatory court sentence.
I have community service down at the horse stall.
Service. That's good to know, though. That's one less room I need now.
Yeah.
Not really. It means Steve gets to sleep by himself, so that's even better. Steve.
which is always a plus.
Always good. All right. So yeah, any room to tie Endless Worlds into Kickstarter stretch goals? I don't know about this particular Kickstarter, but maybe the OGL one or something. That's interesting. I hadn't had nobody ask me about that, Johnny. It's
We
Okay,
got
wait.
one coming down the pipe. It's all Castles and Crusades, the
Yeah.
redo of the
And that-
books. So
and we'll have AA
What if-
coming out too. So this year.
For those out there who don't know, what is Endless Worlds?
Endless Worlds.
Davis doesn't know.
I mean, I know it's somewhere back there, but I can't pull it out.
All right. You know what? Smart asses. It's fine. I'm going to put this in the chat, and y'all can check that link out, and I'll read it off. To introduce, captivate, and entertain people through the countless adventures of the imagination and the endless worlds of Troller Games. Endless Worlds is Troller Games' official worldwide program for organized role-playing games within the host of products we publish for game masters and players alike. Designed to bring folks together, Endless Worlds connects people that enjoy playing tabletop RPGs under the TLG banner. The goal? By promoting good play and interaction for TLG, we can increase our GM and player base as well as growing content, resources, and even public events around what we all love.
Okay.
Yo.
So, yes, no, I remember. So I remember all this now. All right. I just needed a reminder.
No
So
problem.
this is one of those things that I always have these like pipe dreams, right? Because I'm always wanting to give away stuff for free to Kent's undying irritation. So, like, part of my goal with Endless Worlds was, or one of my desires for Endless Worlds was to create one of those, and I don't know if it's possible, where people, like, just they're writing their own adventures or whatever. They have their own settings, adventures, ideas, weapons, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we have, like, a server that can hold all that information that anyone can access.
We got it.
We got it.
It's just not public yet, but it's coming. Yeah, we got a store coming for
yes! That's it.
The World Anvil is right there. You can do that now.
Well, that's true too.
It's something that has fallen by the wayside, because Tim Burns set all that up. But World Anvil lets you do all of that. You can go in, create an account on World Anvil, go to the World of Air, start playing Castle and States, and start doing all your own stuff.
So people can. But
I think he's talking about shared resources, Steve, more than anything.
Shared resources.
Yeah. But we have a shared resource library. I just haven't opened it up to the public yet because it's empty. So we got that's the next. I got to get that straight out of the guideline. But anyway,
Alex says, wasn't it Mr. Gygax who said this is just a guideline? Yep, absolutely. That's the only rule I used in the old AD&D book, the DM's guide.
Amen.
George has a question. How many Gygax items do you have that have never been published? Not looking for a list or exact number, just a ballpark. So in this whatever with the court mess, whatever. Man, it's going to be 6 big books that are going to be, 6 books for the Castle Zagging stuff. And then for the Yigsburg stuff, it will be 20, about 20, so about 26 there. There'll be 3 from the Gygaxian Fantasy World, so about 29 books with a couple thrown in, like the Teeth of Bac National, about 30 books, somewhere around there, about 30 books that have never seen the light of day.
That's a lot more than I knew. I knew of most of them.
That's
but
a lot.
I thought it was like 20. But okay, 30.
Yeah, and let me tell you, I didn't really remember because whatever I've slept, but I didn't realize how deep we were in so many of these books.
Right.
When the licenses were pulled, and now once I've gotten back into it, and of course Peter Bradley, our art director, who lives over there in Leeds, England, he was intimately involved with all aspects of it. And I wasn't necessarily involved in all of it because a lot of it was going to Peter and Jeffrey Talanian and others before it came to me, because mine was just the final part. But Peter stayed more angry than Davis and I did when the licenses were pulled for much longer. and I now know why. Because he lost countless hours. But that's old news, water under the bridge. 30-odd books coming out that haven't seen the light of day.
Oh, that's wonderful too.
So one last time though, on the books that say for example the World Builder. So we have Essential Places, Wayland Smith, and Pantheons. But there is an unfinished ship book
and Fortress books. And I'm talking to the gentleman with the Fortress books to see how far we were. I think the ship book was like 80% done. I got to get to
Wow, really?
I think so.
I'm actually awesome. I like ships for some reason. I really, really like ships. I mean, I don't think I've never used them in a game extensively because it's, having an adventure board ship, you fall overboard.
Oh, ships. Okay, continue. Oh, okay.
Ships, yeah. Not that. No, but if we're going to talk about toiletry.
He
turned it against me. Damn you.
Oh, there you go. Central says that must have been devastating for TLG when the license got pulled. So much content that I didn't got it. It was very, very financially devastating and emotionally and all those other things. But it about knocked us out of because we had so much time tied into it, so much art tied into it, so much material tied into it, and it was suddenly it evaporated. But I will say this:
Yeah.
Castles and Crusades was picking up at the time, and it really the game system itself. I know, whatever the game system itself was beginning to pick up, and it became the flagship for a reason. It has stayed that way since.
You got some questions here back in the queue. First one is from Blood Wild. Question: will the Cosmos Builder include other pantheons, realms, planes like the Sealy and Unsealy courts, Arkansas, etc.?
No, so the Cosmos Builder really is kind of this giant framework. It's not going to see individual planes, except I think the Ethereal really kind of discussed. Now the Pantheons book will. It'll do the Pantheons on those planes. Now for the actual rendition of those planes, Fairy being one of those uppermost on my mind. Later this, you'll see the Codex of the Planes come out from TOG, and that's one of the neutral/good planes. Is the plane of Fae, the Unsli, all that stuff. So you will see those in the Codex of the Planes when it comes out, which we have a fantastic cover for.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. A question for Davis. Davis,
What?
why is the club the perfect weapon choice for CNC and all other TTRPGs as well? Could you elaborate?
Because I could go in my backyard and make a club, and it does more damage than a two-handed sword.
He's not wrong, according to the latest printing of the PHB. He is not wrong.
But that has changed. The club does 1d2 now. The basic club does 1d2 damage. That's it. That's all you get out of that club. Now, there are some more elaborate clubs. Like if you go look at clubs from Polynesia, dude, those clubs, not only are they huge, they're made out of they're made out of hardwoods. And there was a wood, and I can't really source like the real name of this wood, but they keep in text it's referred to as ironwood. And I don't know what exact specific tree they were referring to when they say ironwood, but apparently it's a really, really, really massively dense.
So let me ask you, if I have a good, I think there's some misconception here.
No.
But
No.
If I have a club,
No.
are we assuming it's made out of like balsa wood? And that's why it's doing 1 to 2 points a day?
This is the club.
So when I was a kid, I got into this fight. It was one of Zane's friends. I remember this. He was picking on. Do you remember this, Davis? He was picking on me, and I hit him in the face with my canteen that was filled with water. This kid was much bigger than me, so he proceeded to, it's going to end poorly for me. But I remember I climbed up into this pine tree, and I was holding on to the top of the pine tree, and he was just waiting for me to fall. And the pine tree bent. And it was so funny because I remember like it was yesterday. It was at Fort Campbell. The pine tree bends backwards, and I fall off of it because it broke. The top of the pine tree broke. I hit the ground. He starts laughing. I scooped up that pine tree, and I swung at it. And that's when I learned never to use pine as a club. It just bent. Yeah, yeah, exactly. This fan that bent over and it hit him, and then he proceeded to beat the hell out of me. But so in Castles and Crusades, if I have a club that I purchased or acquired, let's say, because I know they cost 0 gold pieces, that I acquired from someone who's whatever specializes in a club, can we not assume that it's stout, that it's this ironwood or petrified wood, or it's not just a pine bough that someone has picked up and fresh?
This is something that's been evolved and improved upon, right? It's been augmented.
Okay, here's technically here's the idea again. This is the issue, and so my strongest club does 1d4 plus 1 damage. Now that is a big club. It is a 4.5 pound club that's 50 inches long, and it has to be wielded in both hands. It'll do 1d4 plus 1, but it's a huge club. If you see a picture of it, it's a huge club. Yeah. So here's the problem though, is that you have a very limited range of damages. Okay. So that you have to compare like a piece of wood to a massive 3-inch wide, 60-inch long, razor sharp piece of steel.
But I think
you only have like 4 dice basically to use to compare the two damage wise. So You have to
Hey,
lower
that
the club
60
in.
inch, that 60-inch piece of steel is useless because you only hit me with like 2 inches because my arm's on that.
Yeah, no. Which is actually an important point. That force, that point of impact is actually important because that's where all the force goes, which is why the picks work on armor. But like that club would do literally nothing. I don't care how big a club you have. It would do
Really?
literally nothing to someone in plate mail armor. Full gear plate mail like a Tommy.
I will agree that if they're in full plate, it's not going to do. It's not
It's
going to do
nothing.
anything.
It will
It's going to
literally
be kind of
do
like a
nothing.
butterfly or a gnat. Get
And
away.
it's even too big to stick in like the eye holes and stuff like that because those little
Right.
eye sockets are like this big.
What if
you know?
your club has a very sharp point? All right, let's get back to questions.
Yeah,
That's
easy. 2 comments
sit here
about
and argue
clubs,
about
and I'm going to move on. I know, that's why I directed the question to you.
Dude. All right, Chuck,
Okay.
I want you to schedule at some point in the next 20 days the great club debate
All right.
between Davis and Steve. All right, we're going to do it on Twitch, advertise it, the whole thing.
We'll
We're
do
going
it.
to debate.
That's not to say you can't. Okay, so look, I'm going to
No,
go.
Oh my
no,
God.
gotta wait for the
Jeez.
debate. Gotta answer
Wait,
questions.
and I have an idea for a giveaway. We'll do an excerpt from the Arms and Armory about clubs. I got an idea. We'll do something cool. All right.
There you
So,
go.
Alan from GS says Aztecs had a war club made of hardwood, which had obsidian blades embedded in it. Very nasty.
Yeah.
Absolutely, one of my favorites.
Yes.
There you go.
Iron.
Is that in the book, Davis?
Yeah. Oh, it's in there. And let's see. Oaken Dragon Press says we have ironwood trees here in Michigan. Interesting.
Okay, what exactly is it called? Is it ironwood? Is that the name of the tree? What's the tree? Or is it a joke? It's like locust is a really dense hardwood, and there's another one in Southeast Asia. I can't remember the name of.
He says, Oaken Dragon Press says yes. I assume that's to one of the 4 questions you just asked.
Yes to all, just a blanket yes.
Yeah, just a
Okay,
yes.
I didn't know it was actually called
Hand wave.
ironwood, so yeah.
All right, back to questions. Let's see. From Sparky, question: You found that last World Builder author yet? Zane, I forget his name.
Yes, Zane McCarthy. I think Chuck or Jeremy, Peter Bradley sent me his LinkedIn page, and I just sent him a blanket message, and he responded within like 5 hours, and then we worked it on it. Yeah,
Jeremy
so
got us all the
definitely
early stalking material, but unfortunately, it did not work.
Yes, it did not work.
Sadly,
but that's fine. It's all.
All right.
Which I will say, this is the first time LinkedIn has ever worked for me. So
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a fine program, but
Yeah, I don't ever get on there really much. I mean, I get those friends invites and stuff, but I guess there's a whole social network on there if you want to be a part of it.
yeah, it's a business network, I think. I'm not sure. I think the whole internet's kind of a scam. So
I've been thinking the same thing, kind of, to be honest with you. I think it's all made up shit. That's what I think. What is
in
that?
The World Builder.
God, he's still
there
going
is a
on
list
about the
of
clubs. Look at, he's still going.
There was a question about clubs in the World Builder. Yeah,
I think we should do a 24-hour stream with him talking about clubs. Is what we should do.
Clubs and gnomes.
That's not to say that
Clubs
clubs
and
will kill
gnomes.
somebody. But
Is there a club in the Arms and Armory that's going to be called the Gnome Slayer? There should be. I can't believe if there's not one in there, then I'm going to be really upset with you because
I'm going to put one in there in the margins.
Okay, so every monster
Your
that
club
I do
needs a
weapons
kind of-
for is going to have
Dad.
something specific to slay gnomes.
Good God, I swear to God, you guys are hilarious. Anybody that's just joined us, we are doing a giveaway for some digital PDFs. And Dan, I saw your message. I didn't get a chance to respond, but yeah, I'm sorry about that. Sorry that you have to spend a lot of money on the Kickstarter, but those are not usable with the Kickstarter.
Dude, I just had a great idea. This is a
Never mind. We'll talk next week. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, talk next week. No, this is a magnificent idea. If anyone can pull this off, this is absolute gold. All right,
Hey,
so
Doug.
I'm doing like the trebuchets, right? I'm describing which trebuchets. Anyway, so they have this big, huge bucket. So here's the adventure. Everyone plays a gnome, but they get put in this bucket, right? Because they're going to be used to like hurl at this castle to knock it down or something like that. They're just use the gnomes as blood spatter. But what happens is the gnomes all survive, but they land in this orc city and have to fight.
They land on it. They land on the roof like an Escape from New York.
Yeah,
When he crashes on the roof of the building or whatever.
dude, that would be an awesome start to an adventure. You're all in a bag.
Here's a sad comment on my brain. Lion Dove GM writes, clubs are lower than aces, therefore a pilot is immune to sticks. Now, when
Wait,
I
what?
read that, I thought clubs are lower than aces, and when I read pilot, I thought World War One flying aces, and I was trying to figure out why aces would have clubs in their airplanes. My brain failed me. And Gnome Boucher, there you go. Do we have any other questions that have popped up that don't involve gnomes and clubs? Chuck, anything? Any questions?
Nada. Looks like
All
you're up.
right. Here's the king. Lion says, here's the king. They had batons.
Yeah. I knew they would make fun of my ass. The monster's all the way across the room over. I had to barely look. Said, leave me alone, damn it. Jeremy and Lion's making fun of me. Jeremy's been on me all day about my typing. I need a new keyboard. I know this. So at some point
Oh,
I'll.
well, there you go.
Anyway.
Pixies
Is
and
the
cricket
early
nest.
bird special still on?
Do what?
Is the early bird special still on?
18
Yes,
hours?
it'll be on.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, 14 hours
So
actually.
10:30 in the morning is when the early bird will end. So please get your pledges in.
15 hours.
And we'll get you. Okay.
Yeah, you know what we should probably do? I didn't think about this, but Davis, you'll be up. Start about 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. and then like every hour, put a post out with a countdown on all the social media. 1 hour left. 30 minutes left. We should just drive it through the whole night. Because I think
I
a lot
won't
of people
even
are going to
say
be.
what it's about. I'm just going to put 1 hour left.
Right.
And then the link. And the link. Yeah.
No, not a link. Just put RIP.
No, wait. Hold on. No, just going to put a link for Christ's sake. Please. Because if you don't, they'll think it's one of your normal posts. They won't think much about it. They'll be, oh, it's Davis, and they'll go on about their business. You know. Hey, what's up, Scottish Jeff? Good to see you, buddy. But yeah,
How's it
there's
going,
gonna be a lot
man?
of people I think that don't know about it. They're gonna be pissed when they find out that they could have got a chance at winning an East Folio, besides the free PDFs. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, please go over and get your pledge in.
yes.
Okay, so I will say that this Kickstarter, because I don't know, I should just discuss it in private. Anyway, I had a great idea for a book. I had a freaking great idea for a book that literally does not involve me at all, but just involves me looking at it and just like, there's no writing either. Literally no writing. It's all imagery, so it's just finding artists.
Save all that for the after the Ask Me Anything.
Sure.
All right.
Show
I think I
Anyways,
posted it in Skype.
we just crossed 116K on the Kickstarter. 116. That sounds a little short, Jeremy.
166.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, this thing is doing just absolutely brilliant.
Where is it at? Actually, I haven't looked in hours.
We are at 166,
Oh,
and
okay.
we haven't really talked about it much. But if you look at the stretch reward map, those runes there are runes for the name Gygax. So if we can get up to 250, we will actually have released the Sword of Gygax, which will be all of these books in this massive Kickstarter. Super jazzed about it. I mean, I've always loved the GFW series. It's always been in my desk. It's always out there in my game room. They're just fantastic books, and I use all of them. Names in the World Builder now called essential facts and things more than anything, but they're just fantastic books.
A couple of comments and a question. Let's see. Doug Marr says, when I was a kid and we were on trip, I would ask how much longer. No matter how much longer we had, my dad would always respond with 20 minutes. Around here, it's 2 weeks. But, you know.
Yeah. That's the troll term. But every time my kids, when we were in the car and they would ask something, I did the same thing. It wasn't 20 minutes, but it was like, we're almost there. Every single time we could be 14 hours from now, almost there.
I'm just the opposite, because I'll be like, we're about 36 hours away. We're about.
Oh, we're pulling in now.
I don't know where.
Yeah. The kids wake up. You just lied to us, Dad.
24-hour trip.
GFW. Yes, Jeremy, I did. I slipped into the old ways.
Let's see. Yeah, Jeremy's on top of it, man. WBA, damn it. Let's see. Phantom SG13 says, will you have Kickstarter posters and or QR codes at Gary Con so people can act upon it? Yes, absolutely. We're going to have a little display. I haven't even told Steve about this, but we're going to have a display at the booth and up in Endless Worlds too, with where you can actually use a QR
And
code.
QR codes. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. We have them actually somewhere on the website or somewhere. I've been using them. I don't know where at. Yeah.
That's a new technology that I just learned to use like literally 3 months ago.
I won't use it when it says scan your phone. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I don't trust them aliens.
I'm not doing it.
Jeremy
Dude,
has a
when I
question
file my
for you,
tax
Steve.
returns, I just send them to every government in the world now. So they don't have to bother going through TikTok or like going anything.
Apotenica says, I've collected all the original books and look forward to having the PDFs and the updated books. Yeah, I'm excited about it too, man. I don't have the old ones. I've got one, but I'd love to. And yeah, the tournament's going to be interesting. We're going to be giving away some cool prizes for them. They get a trophy. It's going to be great. And they all get to share it and mail the trophy around over the next few years. It'll be fantastic. No, I'm joking.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. I was just answering
Oh, and
Statler. He asked about the tournament.
So the good news, Chuck, we can do this off stream, or I can do it on stream about your tournament, your Gary Con events. There's good news and bad news. You want the good news or the bad news?
The last time this conversation happened, you told me Davis wasn't coming. I had a stroke, so continue. Sure.
So the good news is the T-shirts will be in Dakota's car headed to Gary Con, so they should make it to Gary Con.
That is
Your GM,
fantastic.
Yes.
Absolutely great.
'Cause we-
Wait, no, Dakota's got them. He'll sell them. No. Oh, shit. I got to text him. I text you. I'll show up. There'll be an empty box.
The T-shirts will be ready on Monday, and Dakota will pick Davis up on Tuesday, and you will be happy.
Excellent. And you stay away from that
What's
box
the
too,
bad news?
Davis. I offered to get you one. So
What?
T-shirt. You never replied. So I
Oh,
assumed
yeah,
you
give
didn't
me one.
I'm gonna get you one, all right. I'm gonna
What?
get you one from the booth. Here's your red one. Anyway, question.
Wait, what's the bad news? I want to hear the bad news.
Yeah, what's the bad news?
I want to laugh.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, the patch did not make it on the T-shirt.
Son of a bitch. Why not? Oh my God. All right.
They didn't have time. It was going to add a whole week to it. So Todd made an executive decision.
No, that's fine. A week? That's weak.
Something like that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
All right.
that's because it's just one person down there, like throwing them all.
Probably. That's probably true. Well, I was planning on just to like screening it on, but that
Now
requires
somewhere Grace has actually managed to have patches made, and I don't know. I was hoping they'd get here before.
I forgot about them.
Yeah, they should be coming at some point.
Shit, I didn't think about that. Yeah, we'll have to ask her about that tomorrow. I forgot about it.
Yes, Oak and Dragon Press, we will. And I saw a question from Alan over in the UK from GMS.
Yeah.
Alan asked, do you guys have any organized play reps here in the UK who we should be in touch with? We do not yet. Oh, we do, apparently. Chuck,
No,
go ahead.
I was just telling him, email me if you're interested. Absolutely. Hell yeah. that would be fantastic.
This
Email
is a
me.
great idea. We
Email me
need
there,
an
Alan.
official TLG club. Okay, so you know that guy
my
in
God,
like
is that
We need
Clubs.
a what?
official TLG club. And okay, so that guy in
Hardy.
You
Juarez,
can't
Hardy.
make this shit up.
I'm like Juarez, the guy in
No,
Juarez.
listen. We already tried this. We talked to the guy. And he said that because we're going to have TLG clubs made, Davis is not exaggerating. We were going to have them made. But the logo was too detailed, and I never got back with him to get him a less detailed logo. But in the next few months, I am hoping to buy Dakota one of those pieces of equipment. It's not a lathe. I can't remember. It's like a laser or something or the other. I can't remember what it's called. And he's going to start manufacturing them for us.
Right. That'll be good.
We could use cedar.
Robert, yeah,
Ironwood.
the patches will eventually be in the store, if not at Gary Con. For sure.
Yes,
We
they
just
will
don't want to be here. There was a question from Dat Sadness. Let's see, he spent some channel points. What did he say? How long is the 30% sale on drive-through RPG on going for, Davis?
Do what?
There was a-
There's a 30% sale at Drive Through RPG.
that you
Yeah,
put
I
on,
put it up.
yeah.
How long does it last?
Until I can take it off. Until I remember. If you hadn't,
Until I remember.
Oh my
If
God.
you hadn't reminded me, I would never have turned it off.
So Dat
It's
Sadness,
supposed to
never. All right. So
So it's supposed to go off at 10:30 tomorrow morning, but if you want, I'll leave it on for a few extra days or week. I don't care. If you need some time,
DM Chris said, maybe yes. Reach out to Chuck. We might be something we could look into.
oh yeah, always, man. You can email me. Here, I'll put my email out one more time. Reach out to me. Absolutely. We're always looking around for stuff, even if it gives us ideas and we meet people, so it's always good to network regardless. So that's
You never
good.
know.
What's up, Loon? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you coming in the chat. Again, for you guys, we've got just a few more minutes left before we have to head out in the sunset. So if you've not followed us, give us a follow, please. And XP Sport Raffle will get you in the raffle for some PDF coupons. And if you are over on one of the other platforms besides Twitch, you can use that link right there to come on over here and join us and sign up for the raffle if you like, and then return to your favorite platform if you wish. Let's see. TLG merchandising should include TLG, the breakfast cereal, the club, the flamethrower.
Now you're talking.
It would be all over a good
Club cereal.
Yeah, no.
That cereal's good
Did I
shit.
send you? I found this young lady who's got this. I guess it's this hand, whatever, that countertop grist mill. Did I send that to you, Davis?
Yeah.
Where she grinds her own corn.
Oh my
She
god.
puts that in a bowl. She puts water and egg and something in it, mixes it all up, spreads it across the tray, and really thin, cooks it, cracks it all up, and then cornflakes. I thought, I could do that.
If you send that to my wife, she'll be
No,
doing
no,
it next week. Jesus.
No. Another brilliant breakthrough. Here's a $1 billion idea for
Real.
anyone who wants to run with this. This will make you
Is
$1
it a club?
billion overnight, right? I want a percentage. Okay, a breakfast cereal, good for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm just going to go the whole Kellogg's guy route.
Yeah. You're throwing
But-
full in Kellogg's.
But no, yeah, full Kellogg's. I'm gonna, but instead of like any grain product, it's bacon bits.
Bacon
you
bits
just-
are good.
You know, and just add milk to it or not. Just eat
Wait,
the
you're
bacon.
saying,
Cornbread.
are you
There you
saying
go.
just a bowl of bacon bits with milk? Is that what I'm
Yeah,
hearing?
wouldn't that be great?
Man, I
But
mean, I
not
could
like
see
the
it if
little
I was
bitty
drinking, but good
But you
God.
cut them up into cornflake sizes and you put them in. Like,
There you go. And T
Cornflakes.
had he can improve your cereal and use Dr. Pepper instead of milk.
Oh my God. So nasty. Bacon flavored cereal.
that would be awesome.
There you
I don't
go.
even
All
know
right,
what to
let's
say.
do that raffle. Chuck's
Yeah.
going to do the raffle here. If you have any more questions, throw them up in the chat, and we will figure this cereal bacon bits
Good
thing out.
God. Craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, yeah, can go there.
I just made someone a billionaire. So
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Cornflakes and crusades.
And he
for
gets a
your balance.
percentage, damn it. Don't you forget. Send that
I want a
contract.
percentage.
That's right.
Bacon flavor.
All right, I'm going to switch over to to the other computer and we'll do these giveaways. Oh, what a
But
mess.
you know, that's how Elon Musk made like $1 billion. He's just sitting around thinking, what can I do? What kind of crazy thing can I do? And he does it, and then he makes $1 billion.
Statler says that about covers it. We talked about clubs, gnomes, and cereal.
He's not wrong. That's for sure.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so we're going to do these giveaways. I'm going to close the giveaways out as soon as I can find the damn button here. There we go. Close the entries. Booyah.
You know
Entries
what
have
we
been
should have done as a
closed.
giveaway is one pledge. That would have been cool.
I don't think you can do that.
Okay.
Well,
I don't think you can do that.
oh,
We
that's
can't
right.
now.
Yeah, that's a little bit, it interferes with people's percentages. That's not us. So, yeah, we can't do that.
Oh, okay.
Pick the winners.
Like
Here
I
we
said,
go.
I would have driven this company into bankruptcy a long time ago had it not been for that.
If I had not for being fired by your own brother, and we know the story, but now you're back with clubs. The Vengeance Part 2. All right. Picking the first winner. These are for $15. It's doing that double thing again. This is really weird. G-Mark, you have won a $15 or no, a $10 PDF code. Just message Obsidian Risk in our Discord. I think you won before, so I think you did the drill on that. The
Yes,
next one
sir.
up would
That's
be
right.
Freppy. Freppy was in here earlier talking. Freppy, there you go. You've won. Just hit that link right there to our Discord and hit up Obsidian Risk. Scott, he'll be in the right-hand side at the top. Yeah, thank you about that, Alan. We appreciate that. Sooner the better for us. We've already get people asking. Let's see. Next winner is going to be Varsuk. I think it was Dan. Yeah, there you go. You can get you another one, Dan. Yeah, you've got two $10 PDFs. You can give those away to somebody if you want to. And then our last winner for the evening will be, let's see, Ken74. Congrats, Ken. Congrats. I'm going to draw
Yo.
one more just because we didn't do 5.
Do it.
Bloodwild. Oh, that guy. One of Sparky's cronies, I guess. All right. Anyway. All right, let me get back over here.
Congratulations to all the winners, and thanks everybody for coming out
Yes.
and joining us for this.
Yes.
meeting.
Thank you
Chuck will be
so
back
much.
in the morning, I think.
Yep, I'll be here in the
and-
morning for sure.
I will not be in the morning. I'm busy.
Okay, that's fine. Be that way.
Okay. Okay.
I'll be on,
yeah.
by God, West Virginia, but I'll be on. So.
Sparky says, "How did I end up with ownership of Blood Wild?"
I don't know. It was the early days, you know.
The
All right, so we're going to get out of here. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and we thank you so much for all the support. I'll be back in the morning, and then I'm not sure. Tomorrow may be the last stream. I don't know. We'll probably do a stream Thursday, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Steve may be gone, so I'm not sure what the rest of
Maybe on the road by then. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well,
Gary
yeah.
Con's going to start messing things up here. So, but anyway, I'll definitely be running my game this Saturday, so we'll be doing that too. So that'll be good. Yep. See, Antigua, a lot of people are going, so there's going to be people heading out then. I'll see you then,
See you
Robert.
all.
I'll get back with you on that, buddy. Thank you. What's that?
I said, we'll see you at the con. Take it easy, everybody.
All right, everybody. See you. Trolls off.